Hi everyone, it's Harrison Dessoy here. I'm here with Motorsport Radio at Thruxton for round 6 of the R&G British Talent Cup. Also won a few races in British Talent Cup a couple of years back. Let's pass over to Leicester in the paddock with a few more other riders.
Eddie O'Shea, good to see you back here supporting your friends at MLav here in the R&G British Talent Cup, and congratulations, now been announced in Moto3. How's that for you?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to sign for MLav in the World Championship, starting from this year in Indonesia onwards, and yeah, I'm just having a good time here supporting Marco and the MLav boys. Yeah, in race 1 here today, that Marco and Ryan did a really good job to finish 1-2.
It's been a long road to get to Moto3, and it's been a long and bumpy road as well. And well, people like ourselves who always follow Fibre Racing, where you came from, always knew you could get there in the end.
Yeah, it's definitely been a long and bumpy road. 1 or 2 injuries on the way, and some unfortunate moments. But yeah, it's been a road that, you know, it's been a big part of my career, and I'm happy to be here now.
Johnny Garness, we're at Thruxton for BSB in the British Talent Cup, and well, yeah, it's good to see you here mooching around, albeit with your arm in a sling.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a while since last time I come was Silverstone GP, just have a watch, but I'm having fun, weather's nice. Fortunately did my shoulder out on a mountain bike, just pissing around, but yeah, in a bit of pain, just hopefully get this recovered and just try to do more training so I'm more fit for getting back into proper racing again.
Well, that's encouraging to hear that you are thinking about getting back into proper racing again. A lot of fans of yours, I don't know if you realise, but they're wondering where you've been and whether you're coming back.
Yeah, I think I will make a comeback. Not too soon. I think it will still be a while. Just need to get all my licences and just get everything prepared again. But yeah, I'm definitely going to make a comeback.
And when you do that, is it going to be RedBull Rookies Cup?
Possibly. I think I'm going to start mellow, obviously do a bit of training out in Spain, get back bike fit, and see where my speed is, see if I've still got it. Possibly if I get picked RedBull Rookies, and yeah, 100% I'll go do that, but just step by step.
Okay, so well, it's good to see that you've been training hard anyway and pushing the limits, albeit with a bit of a duff arm at the moment, but yeah, and it's good to see you as well, because you're looking older and taller as well, and well, your voice sounds a lot older. Well, it's been a long time since we've seen you, Johnny. So yeah, it'd be great to see you. And have you got any sort of timeline, I guess, for next year? I'm guessing you're looking at.
Well, not particularly. Like I said, just got a couple more scans, I think, to be done on my neck, and just a couple more checks on my brain and head. So like I said, just when everything's all 100%, when I know I'm all safe and good, then that's when I'll make a comeback. So I haven't really got time or a date. So yeah, just whenever I'm all healed and that.
Have you been watching much of the championship that you were the champion of?
Yeah, I have. It's been good. Like even Marco this weekend, it's just incredible to see what he's doing, breaking the lap records literally on the first flying lap, but yeah,
breaking some of your lap records maybe.
Yeah, and I think a couple of lap records have been broken this year by all the other lads, and pace is getting there. But yeah, it's good to watch. It's good to watch.
Well, it's good to hear that you've been enjoying it, because some people, when they're not racing, they literally have to switch off and turn the brain off and stuff, but that's good to hear that you're still keeping up with who's quick. And now that you're not racing in this season's championship, I suppose you're somewhat of a neutral, so I'm going to ask you, who's going to win?
It's tough, to be fair, because obviously Marco's just in a wild card, but Brownie's at the top now, isn't he? You've got Emmanuel. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to come down to the end, but I reckon Lucas has probably got it. Interesting.
Of course, he did beat you to the mini bike championship at Fab a couple of years ago as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he did.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to. Yeah, we're over that now, though, aren't we? So, Johnny, fantastic to see you here at Thruxton. It'll be amazing to see you back on a bike, up at the front, racing hard, and maybe even in the RedBull Rookies Cup.
Thank you very much.
Evan Belford at Thruxton. Good to see you back here, and well, tell us what you've been up to lately.
Well, lately I've been on the summer break from the RedBull Rookies and the Junior World Championship, so at the minute it's just been a lot of training and trying to stay fit and trying to get to the most amount of potential that I've got. But yeah, I feel like I'm ready for the next weekend at the RedBull Ring for the rookies. and yeah, I feel more prepared than ever really.
It is great to see you battling out up at the up in that RedBull Rookies Cup, and well, yeah, tell us about the season so far.
Well, the season's been okay. It's definitely got a lot better the more I've rode the rookies bike. At the start of the season, I struggled with the KTM, but I'm starting to get to grips with it now. And in the Junior World Championship, I've had 2 top 10s in a row at the minute. So hopefully, when that starts back up again, I can keep it rolling.
And what's the plan for the future?
I'm not sure yet. Hopefully next year I can stay in both the championships that I'm doing now, and just progress through it even more than I am. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to next year, whatever happens really.
It's fantastic as well to see your mate Eddie O'Shea been announced recently as a Moto3 World Championship rider.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm really happy for Eddie. He's definitely deserved it over the rough couple of years he's had with his injuries and stuff. But yeah, I'm really happy for him.
Can't wait to see you in Moto3 in a few years, maybe.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right. Well, great to see you here at Thruxton at the British Talent Cup round here, and Evan, yeah, we'd love to see what you can do for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
New rider in the Fibre Tec Honda team in the R&G British Talent Cup this weekend at Thruxton, Marco Morelli from Europe. So Marco, yeah, a lot has been said about your, is it a one-off appearance this weekend here?
Yeah, well, it's good, no? I'm happy to be here with the Fibre Tec. So yeah, I will enjoy also. I came from Europe for take some training, some time the bike, no? Because it's a long stop there. All the summer is like maybe 2 months and a half. You don't race. So yeah, I came here. For sure, it's fine, no? And yeah, I made the FP1. I enjoy a lot. The track is really good. Little bit bumpy, but a lot of speed. So yeah, I enjoy a lot, and for sure this weekend will be enjoy with my teammates, the team, and also it's my first time here in England. So yeah, super good.
It is really good to see you here racing with all the British Talent Cup riders in the R&G British Talent Cup, and a lot of people looking to you to learn from as well, because they know you're really fast over in the ETC in Europe, and already you're fast here in free practice 1, P1, number 1. So what's Thruxton like for you? Are you enjoying it? Is it a fun track, and what's it like compared to others in Europe?
Yeah, it's too much different, no? Compared to Europe tracks, is more different. Here, what I say before is so fast. So maybe all the corners is 4 gear or 5 gear. In Spain, always is like stop and gas, no? Like stop and go. So yeah, but what I say is good, no? To stay here. Also, I think for the riders here will be good. Me to have me here, and yeah, I can learn some things of them, and for sure them can learn some things of me, no? So yeah, we'll be fine, and let's see what the weekend goes.
I've got a feeling maybe, Marco, that a lot of riders will be learning from you and not the other way around, but we'll see maybe. So maybe an obvious question to ask is, why the British Talent Cup? What brings you here this weekend when you're already doing really fantastic racing over in Europe?
Yeah, what I say, in Europe, like we have a summer break, and it's a lot of summer break, and we have the team here, no? So yeah, they asked me if I want to come here and try how is the track, how is this championship, and yeah, I really want, and I say yes, and also for take some time on the bike is really good, because if not stay a lot of without racing is I don't like too much, so yeah, this is why I came here, and yeah,
So for some fun.
Yeah, some fun, but for sure the races are not only for fun. Always you want to push, no? Yeah. But the principal objective this weekend is have some fun. So yeah, I came with Macaulay, and yesterday we've been in London, so we enjoyed there. Today came here, I enjoy. So yeah, happy and let's see.
Most people who have heard of the name Marco Morelli may have only just heard about you. They don't know too much about you, how old you are, where you're from, what you've done in the past. So tell us then, where did you grow up racing, where you're from, what was life like before the ETC?
Well, I start with the motorbikes when I have 2 years and 8 months. So yeah, too young, no? My first championship was with 4 years old. And then with the mini pocket, no? So when I had 5 years, I win my first championship, Spanish championship of mini moto. And yeah, well, I think all the people start on karting track, no? Then 2017 and 2018, I stay with Aspar, doing 85 and Moto4. Then 2019, I stay with IGAX team. So really good team and in ESBK doing pre-Moto3. So after that I came to European Talent Cup, no? I made 2020 and 2021 with MLav. But on 2021 the last 3 races I don't do it, and I make a wildcard in Valencia with Moto3. Was really good, no? And I have the team for next year in 2022 for ride Moto3, but finally the team goes off, so I don't ride in 2022. So I stay 1 year with no racing, and yeah, I came for do the RedBull Rookies Cup selection. They select me, so 2023 I stay in RedBull Rookies. I made two races with MLav Junior team. And this year is the big year, no? I do both championships, all the races, and also the pre-season was good, training a lot, and I can say this year is one of the years I do all, because 1 year ago, 2 years ago was only 3-4 races, and like this you can compete, you know? So this year is good. I'm really happy.
All right. And one final question, Marco. So far in the R&G British Talent Cup, I don't know if you've watched any races online, some of the amazing races that we've had this year and in the past, but from your point of view, just being an outsider watching the R&G British Talent Cup, who's impressed you? Who do you like the look of so far already in this championship?
Well, I think 3 or 4 races. I see Donington and also Thruxton last year, and yeah, I see because Manny is my teammate in European Championship, and yeah, I see Ryan also, Lucas Brown. So yeah, these guys are fast. I think always they are fighting a lot. So yeah, also I see Juju Monster. I like the name. But yeah, I see some races, and I think always is good battles here. So let's see. For sure, Manny is fast. Ryan also is fast, and also Lucas is fast. No, let's see this weekend, and let's see if I can stay with them and do some battles. For sure, will be good for the fans.
With championship leader in the R&G British Talent Cup, it's Lucas Brown, Sencat Talent Team, Mortimer Racing rider, fresh off another couple of podiums at Silverstone. How was being at MotoGP again?
Yeah, it was really cool. It sucked because we had to wait a lot to pack up and go home, but you know, didn't want to leave almost. It was a really good experience. It always is, with being up on the stage and going to interview the MotoGP riders and stuff. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure for riders like yourself, it's great, well, literal worldwide coverage to be racing in front of the world's paddock and in the front of the world's media. Always a great atmosphere at Silverstone. Even though the crowd numbers were a little bit down, still great atmosphere to be in front of.
Yeah, it was really cool because we got like a reel on the MotoGP account. There was a couple of posts from the Silverstone account, the actual track account, which was really cool as well. But yeah, the fans were great. There was plenty of people around and interested in the British Talent Cup. So yeah, it was really cool.
So we saw a lot of great pack racing in both of the races at Silverstone. What was that like?
Yeah, it was really good racing. It was all very close. There was a lot of riders in not a lot of space. A bit of contact, but I was always on the good end of it, so I'm all good.
Last couple of rounds in the championship, and you are still leading it, Lucas. So your thoughts coming into this weekend at Thruxton?
Just want to try and build a bit more of a gap. You know, it's 25 points at the minute, which is a lot, but it's not too much. So hopefully we can get a bit more. Maybe leave here with 30-point lead, and yeah, it would be good.
Unexpected, let's say, wildcard rider for this weekend, Marco Morelli, coming over from Europe, has already seemingly put a few noses out of joint. What's your thoughts?
So I'm not bothered. If he wants to come over, he can come over. Yeah, I'm just here to ride my bike and hopefully get some good points. Yeah, if it almost does me a favour, because if we're battling for second all weekend, it's less points that I can lose. But then on the disadvantage side, it's also less points I can gain. So yeah, I think we can do all right, and I think we can show him a thing or two.
We're here with Julian Correa, round 6 here at Thruxton. Well, Julian, good to see you back, hot off the heels of some immensely exciting action at MotoGP last week at Silverstone. How was that?
It was very exciting. I think, we had a good pack racing with 5-6 guys in the group on both days. So overall, I think it was a really good weekend. We had a new program going, and I think we showed that it was successful. I was here riding for my own team, back teammates with my good friend George, and it just kind of felt right back at home. It felt like how the season started. Obviously John's not here with us, which is the only part that's missing, but yeah, I think we showed that with the good environment, with the trust back in the team, that we can fight again.
Yeah, obviously for people who probably know a little bit, like you mentioned, unfortunately we have lost John Cresswell a month or so ago, and that's obviously having a huge knock-on effect, not just for your riding, but also others in the paddock, because other teams have managed to take on board, and everyone's kind of spread out a little bit. So everyone's doing what they can, I suppose, at this point in time, and well, it's good to see you at least racing and riding.
Yeah, when John passed away, I think, the team really fell apart. We had, there was just a couple legal things that happened with John's passing, and the team couldn't run anymore. So, we had to scramble between Dunnington and Snetterton to go try and find rides. And, it really did eat into my championship fight. I think that, with the 2 rounds that I was finished, the 5th and the 6th, and, consistently not on the podium, I think it was difficult for me in the championship, because everyone else in front of me kept finishing on the podium with strong results, and they were beating me. So, I think we've all put our heads together to figure this team out where, we're all back under the same awning. Unfortunately, not with the Microlized Cresso Racing name, but we're here and we're on the grid, and we have to be grateful for that.
And, well, I suppose you're doing him justice by putting on some amazing fights up at the front. So this weekend at Thruxton, probably the fastest round of the entire year so far. What can you do?
Well, we showed this morning at P1, top 3, leading the session for a good chunk of it. So I think today we showed that we're here to fight again this weekend. The bike feels really good. Me and the team are working, in tandem in an amazing way. So now I think this weekend we're going to go out and, bring home 2 podium results.
Well, that'd be excellent to see. Back on the podium once again, Mr. Consistency, probably, if I could call you that. But also this weekend, we've also got the arrival of a wildcard, Marco Morelli from Europe. What are your thoughts?
Well, you have to, Marco Morelli's leading the championship in the European Talent Cup, which is the next step from here, and he's really competitive in the Rookies Cup. So this is a new measuring stick for us in the BTC, trying to see where we are compared to, the top kid in Europe. So I think, I wouldn't say it's a negative whatsoever. I think this is a big positive for us, and that's how we have to look at it. Whether or not he beats us this weekend, we have to show that, and we have to understand where we are compared to the top guy in the junior championship. So this is where I think this weekend is going to be really key for everyone.
I suppose also as well, he would be the unknown, really, because everyone's raced with each other largely for quite a few years now, and he's just coming in. Not really many people know about him, his riding style, who he is, and what he does under pressure.
yeah, I think that's going to be a new mystery for us. And in race 1, I think, you know, Emmanuel Brinton's the only one that'll have a clue about him because they're teammates in the Junior World Championship. So for everyone else, it's going to be a big mystery. And I think we're just gonna have to race him like we raced everyone else, you know, with respect, but close racing.
Julian, good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Here with Clayton Edmonds at Thruxton. Clayton, not often we speak to you, but you had a fantastic Silverstone round. You were in that chasing pack just behind the leaders. How's the season going for you overall?
Yeah, not too bad, but way better than last year. Just trying to do things differently, work with the team a bit more, and just try my best.
So MotoGP last weekend, what was it like? Again, racing in front of the world's on the world stage.
Not too bad, just a really early race on Sunday.
You don't like early races?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, you did really well anyway. I suppose maybe you were just trying to get around quicker so you could get off the bike and go home to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. So you're racing this weekend, well, all season with your teammates Philip Soroviak and Emmanuel Brinton. What's that been like? Have you learnt a lot from them?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like what?
Like getting off the bike and like different brake pressures and throttle tracing. Yeah.
Okay. And another learning year for you this year in this team. You've had to, I suppose, like a lot of riders, step up the training regime as well. The older you get, it's a big part of what you do and how to keep fit and stuff. But what's that like? Because we often, for us viewers, don't really ever see that part of it.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Just training a lot more than what I used to do.
And what's good then for a young up-and-coming rider? What do you do in terms of training? Like, what can we learn from you guys?
Just cycling and whatever I do at home.
Other riders also keen to look up to you guys as well, because you're in one of the top teams, champion team here at the R&G British Talent Cup. So we're coming towards the end of the season now.
Yeah.
What's going to happen next year?
So I think we'll be here again, but just try get podiums and the best I can.
You could be the team leader next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, well, good to catch up with you, Clayton. It's not often that we chat with each other, but it'd be good to see what you can do this year. Final question, actually, about this weekend at Thruxton. What are your goals?
Best I can. Hopefully, always aiming for the best, but hopefully just top 7, top 9 is what I was last weekend.
Excellent, and I should also mention that other riders just behind camera have trying to be making Clayton laugh and put him off, so you did well not doing that, so congratulations on the season as well, Clayton. Keep on fighting, getting to the top. We'd love to see that first win soon.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Greg Marshall, R&G British Talent Cup returnee, good to see you.
Yeah, thanks. It's good. It feels good to be back in the British Talent Cup.
Yeah, and well, the last time you were here, I think it was Alton last year, and your bike anyway turned a lot of heads because you turned up with a Lightning McQueen retro kind of liveried bike, which unfortunately you don't have again because that was actually the coolest bike of the entire season. But yeah, you've been racing and riding in other classes here in BSB, so what brings you back to the British Talent Cup?
Just the development and the coaching you get in this class, the extra track time. I learned so much in my wildcard last year at Alton Park, and it's just be good to spend another weekend here with the British Talent Cup, learning, getting more experience, getting some experience at this track. I've never been here, and my class isn't here, so we decided to wildcard here in the British Talent Cup at Thruxton.
And you're also racing a lot with a lot of the people who you grew up with, racing at Fab as well. So a lot of people who you already know, have the experience with as well. So I suppose that's cool.
Yeah, it's good to see a lot of familiar faces around the British Talent Cup paddock. You know, I haven't raced with a lot of these guys for a while in the super team class, but in this class there's a lot of them from the Fab paddock, so it's good.
Yeah. So here at Thruxton, your first time, is it? Did you say?
Yeah, first time here at Thruxton. I've never been here before.
So you've had one session as we're speaking at the moment. We've already had the FP1. What's it like? Really scary or super scary?
It's fast, bumpy. A lot of places where it's hard to find a marker, but I'm learning it, so it's all right.
So Greg, how old are you this year?
16 at the moment.
And have you thought about what, obviously budget is a big factor when deciding what to go racing in, but have you had any thoughts about the future, rest of the season or even next year?
It's too early to really say anything at the minute. We're not sure, just seeing what options come up and then we'll make a decision later this year.
And how much fun is this Thruxton track being on these bikes?
It's definitely fun, it's fast, a lot of open corners and that's what I like, so it's fun.
That's good. So have you got any minimum goals or targets, or are you just literally looking to finish the race and have a lot of fun?
Yeah, just want to have fun, learn, go as fast as I can really on this bike, learning it, so yeah.
Well, good luck this weekend here to your debut at Thruxton, and well, it'd be good to see you back. If this, hopefully this isn't your only British Talent Cup round in 2024, maybe you can finish the season with us.
Maybe. I'll see what happens. Thanks.
Fibre Tec Honda rider, it's Eli Banish. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you very much. Yes, so we're here at Thruxton for round 6 of the R&G British Talent Cup last weekend at Silverstone MotoGP. What was that like, racing on the world stage?
Oh, it's always a great experience, especially having all the other riders around, being able to really watch and learn a lot. It's really a great experience.
So yeah, you've been in this championship for a couple of years now, in the R&G British Talent Cup, and here at Thruxton you've got another new teammate in Marco Morelli, so yeah, another person to let's say learn from this weekend. What's he like so far?
Oh, he's an awesome dude. It's, yeah, like you said, it's really great to really learn off of him, and he's really great to have on the team.
Not many people know about yourself as well, that you are American. Do you fly in for every round, is that right?
Most of them will fly in, but some rounds will stay over.
So what's that like with the travel and stuff? And because yeah, for most people I think the furthest they have to travel to is like a long trip to Knockhill, which is probably 4 or 5 hours for long people, but you have to actually get a plane and come across the Atlantic to here to race here. So we thank you for doing so and putting in the effort, but it must be a bit tiring from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, when you first start out doing it, it does get pretty tiring, but eventually, I mean, I've been doing this for 3 years now, you get used to it.
So you, like other riders from America as well, racing in the R&G British Talent Cup, and of course you have loads of different options. You could race somewhere else in Europe or even in Moto America. Why here in Britain?
Well, right now in the US we don't have the level of competition and opportunity that you have over here, but also with the European Talent Cup it's a bit too competitive, so I think the R&G British Talent Cup is the perfect stepping stone to get there.
And of course you get all the help and coaching and support from the likes of former GP rider Alex Baldolini as well.
Yeah, it's awesome it's great to have their minds to be able to get good advice and really learn about what you're doing on track.
So being in this team this year, for you, how's the season gone for you on track results wise?
It's been tough, but we're slowly making progress. Everybody in the team's working really hard to get to where we want to be, so we're making progress.
And thoughts for the future? What are you hoping for next year?
Next year, right now, we're looking at another year here, and then from there, just moving on.
Okay. Well, good to see what you can do here at Thruxton this weekend, the fastest round of the year, Eli. Good to have you in the championship, and well, yeah, we'd love to see you on the podium.
Awesome, thank you.
Josh Bannister here at the Fibre Tec Honda team, and we're at Thruxton. How are you finding Thruxton so far?
Well, I mean, the track is just so bumpy, and the wind it's crazy. Like it's like being strapped onto a roller coaster with no harness, to be fair.
That's an accurate description. I wasn't expecting. Okay, but yeah, fair enough. So, with it being bumpy and windy and like a roller coaster, what can you do this weekend?
I mean, just got to make sure that you stay tucked in, get in a group, let them do the work for you, cutting the hole in the air.
You've had a few really good races this season, and you've been on the verge of getting some podiums, first podiums this year. When is it going to come for you? When is it going to all come right and slot into place?
Well, I mean, we're going to work towards that this round. We're just going to keep picking away and picking away. It's a new team. It's a new experience this year. We've never run in a team. So just keep trying to work towards that goal of getting a podium this year.
And I'm sure you can... this team in particular, the Fibre Tec Honda team, there's a lot of big personalities in it with a lot of talents, and it's the most professional looking team from a distance, certainly. And this weekend at Thruxton, we've got a new teammate as well, so a lot to learn from this year. Do you feel like you've learned a lot already this year?
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot, not through myself, but through a lot of the other people in my team. You know, we've got a couple of kids from America. We've got Mark and Morelli this weekend from ETC, and it's just a great way to learn new things and how other people handle themselves throughout a weekend.
And of course, racing alongside a grid of other riders who you've grown up with from mini bikes and Fab Racing as well. So a lot of it already experienced competitors, and it shows on track because you're able to do a lot of close pack racing because you've done that racing for many, many years.
Yeah, I mean, we've all grew up together, so we've got a lot of respect for each other. I mean, sometimes you can see some moves that look a bit sketchy, but we all have trust in each other. Like, we're not going to go out and say, you know, I'm purposely going to hit the side of that person. It's just trust within all the riders, but we all know our limits.
So minimum goals for you this weekend at Thruxton as we approach the final part of the championship?
Yeah, we're just going to aim for the top 15 again, try and keep the consistency ready for next year, where we're going to aim for that top 10, top 5 and podiums.
Well, best of luck. Thank you for chatting to us.
Thank you.
George Bowes here at Thruxton under the Alan Edwards Racing banner here this weekend. It's good to see you racing.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back on the bike. Obviously Silverstone... Sorry.
George Bowes, good to see you back here racing, this time under the Alan Edwards Racing banner here at Thruxton. So yeah, how's the season gone for you up to now? It's, I suppose, been a bit of a roller coaster for you.
Yeah, it's been a mixed season. I've had some good results though, a few top 10s which I'm happy with, which was my goal from the start of the season. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Obviously with John passing away, it's been pretty difficult getting a ride sorted for a few rounds, but I'm happy with how it's going so far.
Okay, and Thruxton, the fastest track of the season so far, I think. Yeah, well, it is actually. How are you finding it this weekend?
No, I'm not a big fan of this track, to be honest. It's a bit bumpy and it doesn't really suit my riding style, but...
A few of the riders just behind, off camera, just encouraging George. Happens quite a lot. Some hijinks, but yeah, serious face George, because serious interview and all that. It's not really, to be honest, we're just having a chat. So you said anyway you were not really enjoying it, although you said it with a smile on your face, but what's going on?
I mean, I'm not where I want to be, to be honest. I qualified 17th, which isn't like me. For the past few rounds I've been top 10, pushing at the top 5, so I hope to get a good race. I sort of like just getting a good first lap and being in with the front pack. I think I can. We'll just see what I can do.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people who keep an eye on the R&G British Talent Cup will see you racing, but may not necessarily know much about you as well. They might just see the name and that you occasionally up there fighting for top 10s and stuff like that. So tell us what you've been doing before you came to the R&G British Talent Cup, what your racing history was and that sort of thing, and where you're from.
So I'm from Leeds, and I started in British Mini Bikes Championship on little pit bikes, and then I went to the O'Varley like FIM Cup, which was like a qualifier. Unfortunately I didn't qualify due to some crashes for the World Championship race, but yeah, that's what I started on, and then I just won a
Still being distracted. It was Lucas Brown this time. You've got to get them back as well next time when it's their turn, George. So yes, you were saying you were at the World Championships FIM Mini GP.
No, I didn't make it, unfortunately, just because I crashed out of a few races, but I wish I went there. But obviously I still ended up in British Talent Cup, which is where I'm supposed to be, so I'm happy with it. Obviously the season hasn't gone completely to plan due to obvious reasons, but I'm sure I can bring it back next year and hopefully get some podiums and some wins.
Yeah, and also not many people will know as well that when Julian Correa is here racing, he's staying with you.
Yeah, so Julian sleeps in my house. He's been with me for the past month now, so he flies in and back from rounds most of the time. But due to the summer season, there's been a lot of back-to-back rounds, so he's been staying with me. And it's been good. We've been training together, working hard, so yeah, it's been good.
Has it been a bit of a culture shock for him, being in Leeds?
Probably. He's not used to the rainy weather. It's sunny Florida, but he enjoys it, so it's good.
Well, that's good to see anyway, George, that you're somewhat of a guide for fellow teammates, and well, it'll be good to see what you can do for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you. I hope to get some more good results, some top 10s. Hopefully a podium at the end of the season would be good, just to start off the next year, so let's see what I can do. Thank you.
Manuel Brinton, having fun here at Thruxton and totally not being distracted by George Bowes whatsoever. And well, you're looking rather mysterious at the moment. Is that your pre-race face?
Yeah, well, I'm just chilling before the race, staying calm, focused, and just looking to enjoy every part of the weekend.
So, Thruxton for you so far. We're talking just before race number 1. What's life been like here in 2024 at Thruxton?
Well, it's been good, to be honest. It's been a good weekend. I've been second in every session, to be honest. Obviously Morelli's here, so he's a very quick rider, very hard to beat. I'm really happy that I got first in the qualifying, and yeah, I'm just looking to enjoy the race, push every single lap, because I know it's going to be a challenge up against him and a couple of the other riders, and yeah, just looking for the win, to be honest.
Well, yeah, you're still in championship contention, and well, a lot of people will see post-race sometimes as well, especially in Parc Ferme. You, more than most people, seem to feel the emotions when you're not winning, when, say, you come second or even third, you know, total disaster if you end up third. How much do you, like, for other people, I don't think they do that, maybe, but you certainly, let's say, wear your heart on your sleeve.
Yeah, well, obviously I do get a bit disappointed if it's not a first. I do try my best to win every single race, but obviously that's not going to happen. There are bad days, but obviously for me this season I've been on the podium almost every race, and if a bad day for me is a second or a third, it's a pretty good day.
Yeah. Well, that's a good attitude to have, I suppose. But looking ahead to the rest of the season, obviously you're going to be pushing and looking to win the championship, but you're also continuing your racing in Europe as well.
Yeah, well, I've got races in Europe. I'm staying for the ones in England just to try and get that championship done. Yeah, hopefully I can close the gap a bit more this weekend on Lucas to try and just close it before the last couple of races. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about the championship at the moment. It's been a really good weekend, and yeah, I'm just going to try and get every single point I can get to close the gap.
So yeah, tell us about your, I suppose, the wild card, really, the unknown for most people, Marco Morelli, here this weekend at Thruxton, but he's someone that you already know.
Yeah, well, he's my teammate in the European Talent Cup with the MLav Racing, and yeah, he's all I know is that he's a very quick rider. He's learnt this track really well. He's topped the first 2 sessions, and I was really impressed by what he did. I wasn't sure if I was going to get the pole position in qualifying, but yeah, really happy that I did, and just looking forward to race up the front with him.
It is always good to see you on that top step, but it's not a disaster even if you don't get there.
Yeah, well, obviously I'm going to be trying to get the win, obviously, but yeah, I know if I haven't got the win, there's a reason behind it, and they've obviously beat me on that day, but I need to take it, try my best, and go again the next day.
Manuel Brinton, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Harrison McKay, good to see you here at Thruxton. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Cool. And tell us then, we're talking just before race number 1, so it's after quali. What's Thruxton been like for you so far this weekend?
It's been alright. P6 in FP1 and P7 in FP2, so I'm happy with that. I think the lap time's definitely there. There's still a bit more where I can probably improve, but you know, in the race it all changes. So I'm happy with my qualifying as well. That was P8, so just a good start in the race and we'll be okay.
And well, tell us about your season so far up to this point. You've been racing in the front pack quite a lot and almost got that first podium last time round at Silverstone.
Yeah, it's been good. Started from Brands really, in the front group at Brands Race 1 and Brands Race 2 as well. So it just gave me that confidence boost to obviously take it on Silverstone MotoGP as well. So yeah, and there we are again really. I think I've just gained so much more confidence of once you're in that front group and you realise actually, yeah, you can stay there. I've just carried on really.
So I heard from someone that you started a new job recently. So is that giving you a bit more responsibility, and in general, do you feel like you're growing up a bit more now?
I do, yeah, after having a new job, yeah. But I don't want a job, but I've got a job. So yeah,
that's life, unfortunately. Yeah.
Shame. But yeah, a bit more responsibility and a bit of money. So no, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Well, that's good to see you coming across as a bit more confident and a bit more maybe relaxed in race weekends.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So looking ahead to the future then, because I think we've only got a few rounds left in 24. What are you thinking about for next year?
Don't really know yet. I mean, another year in BTC, we'd definitely think about that, consider that. But then obviously you've got other classes, for example, sport bike or super sport. So we're on the verge at the moment. We don't really know fully, so I can't really confirm anything yet.
Okay, no, understood. It's always good to see where people have their eye on, and because of course budget I think will be the deciding factor as always, but it's always good to see what you're thinking about at this early stage. So looking ahead then, 2 races coming up here at Thruxton. We're talking just before race number 1. What can you do?
Something good, hopefully. No, yeah, good start from P8. We'll definitely be in that front group again. Like I said before, this track's all about slipstream, so if I can get right up diadem on that first lap, I'll be able to jump a few people.
And when's the first win coming?
Hopefully very soon. Very soon. I mean, like I said last time, I never had a podium before, so a podium would be great for here. I love this track, so let's do it.
One thing I'd say, when the podium comes, go wild, make a big celebration.
I'll make sure I do, definitely. You'll know about it.
Isaiah Devine, good to see you here at Thruxton.
Yes, thank you. I'm really enjoying the track so far and I'm really loving it.
So yeah, it's towards the end of the season now here in the R&G British Talent Cup. There's been a change of team mid-season, and well, how are you adapting and learning to this new bike?
Right, yes, I'm loving the new bike, just getting used to everything and adapting to the great team. I'm really enjoying it so far.
And this is your first full season in the R&G British Talent Cup, is it?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So what do you think you've learned since before coming here, because you raced in Europe quite a bit as well, just like a few other people have, but compared to what you was doing last year and previous years, how much have you learned and developed here?
I've learned a lot with the new bike, as you can see, and I'm really enjoying it with learning the tracks, and I think it's really good to learn these tracks because you're always going to be racing on these type of tracks.
And you're racing with in the same team as championship leader Lucas Brown as well, and on a grid that almost full of people who you have raced with in mini bikes at Fab, because you raced in the UK for a number of years now. So what's that like, already knowing a lot of the riders on track?
Yes, it's really nice to know all of them. It's a great paddock and I'm really loving it so far.
Okay, and this weekend at Thruxton, how's the track here for you? Is it a track that suits your style? I mean, what is your sort of style, do you think?
Yeah, so in Spain I've been riding these type of tracks where it's like big and open, you can be on the throttle for long, but yeah, it's a great track, I'm really learning it, and it's a difficult track, but I'm really enjoying it so far.
And for those people who maybe just seen the name on timesheets on TSL maybe and don't know too much about you, where did you come from originally? What got you into racing in the first place, and why are you here now?
I was born in Canada and raised in Bermuda, and I'm living in the UK as of currently, and I love the paddock and I really wanted to come into here from since when I was young, and I think it's a dream that I'm able to finally be here now.
Well, for those who, again, maybe don't know you, I'd urge anyone to check out your social media pages, because you do post some absolutely incredible pictures of you training back home and stuff, and well, you say it's a privilege to come over here, but maybe we should be racing over there, because at least the weather's a lot better.
Yes, definitely. It is really sunny in Spain. You get all the nice experience. So.
Yeah. So looking ahead to the future then, what do you see as your ultimate goals in a couple of years?
Right, so my ultimate goal is to hit Junior GP and RedBull Rookies Cup.
And RedBull, when's that going to happen for you?
Hopefully.
Have you got the application in?
Not yet, no. Hopefully in the next few years.
Okay. So up until then, it's just continue to learn and fight and develop, and maybe even your first podium this year, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, well, Isaiah, nice to chat to you. Good luck with the rest of Thruxton and the rest of 2024.
Yes, thank you.
There's a few more other riders with their thoughts and feelings of round 6 here at Thruxton. Join us in a few weeks' time for when we're at Alton Park with the R&G British Talent Cup.